Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a hidden piece of tech that, honestly, powers the way you find information every single day. It's called stemming, and it's kind of the secret ingredient that makes your search bar feel like it can read your mind. You know that feeling, right? You type something into a search bar, and you just wonder, how does it get me? How does it know that when you're searching for running shoes, you also want to see results for a good shoe for a run? Well, I can tell you, it's not magic. It's some pretty clever computer science. And at the very heart of it all is a process that understands that all these different words, running, runs, even ran, they all point back to the same core idea, run. The big question, of course, is how on earth does a computer figure that out?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. First, we'll talk about what it even means to find a word's root. Then we'll see the simple but super effective method of just chopping off the ends. After that, we'll look at where you see stemming out in the real world. And finally, we'll compare this kind of crude method to its much smarter cousin.
Okay, let's dive right in. Part 1. Finding the word's root. So what exactly is this thing called stemming?
In a nutshell, stemming is a text processing technique. Its whole job is to take a word and just chop it down to its root or base form. And usually it does that by just hacking off the suffix, the ending of the word.
And here's the really important part. The goal isn't to be a perfect English teacher. Not at all. It's simply to group all the different versions of a word together so computer can treat them all as the exact same thing. It's this super practical shortcut all about creating these simple little buckets of meaning.
So now we know what stemming is. Let's get into how this whole chopping process actually works under the hood.
It's surprisingly simple, and let's be honest, a little crude. Stemming algorithms don't actually understand language in the way we do. Nope. They just follow a pre-written list of rules. But here's the key. It's a good enough solution that's all about speed over perfection. And when you're dealing with the scale of the entire internet, that speed is absolutely everything.
Let's watch one of the most famous of these algorithms, the Porter stemmer, do its thing. Step 1, it sees the word connecting. Step 2, it spots that suffix ing. Step 3, it checks its little rulebook, which says, hey, if you see ing, get rid of it. And step 4, boom. The result is the stem, connect. Simple as that.
But this is where this whole rule-based approach starts to get really interesting. Because the algorithm isn't trying to make a real dictionary-approved word, you can end up with some pretty strange results.
For instance, take a word like happiness. The algorithm sees the ending -iness, its rules tell it to chop it off and make a few other tweaks, and the result? Happy. H-A-P-P-I. I mean, that's not a real word, right?
But get this is a classic case of a feature, not a bug. The goal was never linguistic perfection. It's all about brute force consistency. It's a trade-off, really. You accept a kind of weird-looking, imperfect word in exchange for the absolute guarantee that happy, happiness, and happily all get squashed down into the exact same string of letters so a computer can match them perfectly every time.
Okay, so now we know what it is and how it works. But why should we care? Why does any of this matter? Well, let's take a look at stemming out in the wild.
And the truth is, you see it everywhere. It's the powerhouse behind your search engine, making sure your search is broad and catches everything. It's a foundational step in text analysis and natural language processing, helping machines make sense of enormous amounts of text. And it's absolutely critical for any system that needs to find and retrieve information efficiently.
And all of these powerful applications, from the most complex AI you can imagine to the simplest search box, they are all powered by this process that has just one single, simple goal.
And that goal is consistency. That's it. Think about it. To a computer, run, running, and ran look like three totally different, unrelated words. Stemming is the great equalizer. It's the big payoff for choosing that good enough approach. It transforms them so the computer sees them all as the same core concept, which ensures that nothing gets missed.
But as we've seen, stemming is crude, right? It's fast, but it's not always pretty. So what happens when you actually need more precision? Well, allow me to introduce stemming's smarter, more sophisticated cousin.
It's called lemmatization. And here's the big difference. Instead of just blindly following those chopping rules, lemmatization uses a real vocabulary and an actual understanding of grammar to find a word's proper base form, which has a fancy name. It's lemma.
And this is probably the best way to think about the trade-off. Stemming is like a chainsaw.
It's incredibly fast, it's powerful, it'll tear through huge amounts of text, but the result is approximate. Lemmatization, on the other hand, is a scalpel. It's slower, it's more careful, it's based on a dictionary, and it delivers a precise, clean cut every single time.
This chart just makes the difference crystal clear. Take a look at the word ran. Stemming has no rule for it, so it just leaves it as ran. But lemmatization understands grammar and knows the proper base form is actually run. Or how about better? Stemming is totally stumped, but lemmatization knows the real root there is good. And of course, there's our old friend happiness, which becomes the nonsensical happy with stemming, but stays a correct, real word with lemmatization.
So let's do a quick recap of the most important points here. Stemming is a fast but pretty crude way to find a word's root, mostly by just chopping off its ending based on a set of rules. Its main goal is just consistency for matching, not creating perfect dictionary words. And for those jobs that need way more precision, its smarter cousin, lemmatization, is the tool of choice.